Hello everybody, welcome on into your Sunday afternoon game here inside NFL Fever 2004. It's the 2-2 Oakland Raiders taking on the 1-4 Cleveland Browns. It is 70 degrees in Cleveland. As we have, I don't know, this feels like kind of a weirdly ugly matchup in the NFL. It's Random Roster Season 7 here on youtube.com/Seannosaurus 2, where you can watch randomized rosters of football teams play each other. And I commentate over the top of it every Thursday, Sunday, and Monday. We take a look at Rod Woodson. 22 tackles, nothing else to really write home about. Really would have been cool if he had 26 tackles, because that would have matched his number at least. If you'd like more content, be sure to subscribe, ring the bell, and give it a thumbs up if you're enjoying it. Hines Ward, 31 receptions, 320 yards, a 10.3 yard average, and has a touchdown. Did Hines Ward play in Pittsburgh when it was Heinz Stadium? Heinz Field or whatever? What a cross-promotional opportunity missed there for catch-up. Here is the coin flip.
He calls heads.
The call is heads. It is tails. So the Browns will likely pick to receive.
The home team won the toss and elects to receive.
They will indeed receive. Not a lot of wind, it looks like, here today in Cleveland on this lovely 70-degree day. Kind of sounds like a solid temperature, honestly. He'll return it from the W and run it out of the end zone, and it's about a 30-yard return, 30-yard return. It'll be 1st and 10 from about the 23-yard line. I don't remember, we've seen Cleveland. Raiders, we saw Raiders back in week 3. They played the Broncos. And unless Cleveland just slipped my radar, I'm pretty sure we'd seen them. Oh, they were week 1. They were the very first game of the season. Okay. 1st and 10. Going with a run play. They'll run it left side. Finds a little bit of wiggle room and picks up a nice gain to set up 2nd down and short. 2nd down and 3 to be exact. I like that. Just run the ball. Neither of these teams very good. The AFC North is a mess right now. Only one team with a winning record, and it's the undefeated Baltimore Ravens. Nice defensive play there by the Raiders. If the quarterback, number 9. Oh, is it Drew Brees? Oh, Carson Palmer. Ricky Williams, Hines Ward. Troy McClure. Oh, that's right. I remember Troy McClure. If Carson Palmer could have put that ball a little air under it, I think the receiver probably might have had the defense beat. Could have been a big gain, but alas, nothing happening there. I like the run on 3rd down and 3, excuse me. It's a little short. It'll be 4th and 2. They'll give them 1. So it'll be a 3 and out for the Cleveland Browns. Carson Palmer would have been on the cover of NCAA Football 2004, correct? Is that right? Yeah. He went to USC, and the USC quarterback was on 2004. Joey Harrington was on 2004. Here's the float pass, and it's going to be, I thought it was going to be intercepted, but it's an incomplete pass for the Raiders. Ramsey, the quarterback for Oakland today. That name does not ring a bell. We have had several teams, when I try to start games, we've had a bunch of teams that are like, hey, you have to fix because you don't have enough active safeties. One of them was a kicker because we saw the kicker get injured in the Buccaneers game when they played the Panthers back in week 2. The Raiders might have had a quarterback issue that I'm forgetting about. They'll throw it short. That's complete. That's where this game likes to work.
Let's keep it going.
Short passes, looking for some run after the catch. P. Ramsey, Jerry Rice on the outside, Curtis Martin, the running back. So we're in, that can't possibly, I wonder if I can, I feel like my computer's too fragile, but go back and see who the actual quarterback was. So you see the kick return. Start from inside the 30. He'll get to the 40 before he is... Oh, he stiff arms. Nice job. That picked up an extra 5 yards or so. Nice, really nice run back. A 21-yard return sets them up right around midfield in this scoreless slugfest. Or what might end up being a scoreless ugfest. This feels like it was a pretty intense, like, 1970s rivalry and hasn't been relevant in years. I don't think either of these teams have been relevant in a very long time. Oakland would have been relevant right around this time. And I don't think Cleveland's really been interesting with the exception of the one season Kevin Stefanski led them to the playoffs recently. Oh, going with a run, tries to find some room, makes a man miss. Nice spin move to get up the field, and good vision to break it back to the middle and find 7 yards. Otherwise, it looked like he was going to get stuffed right around the line of scrimmage. Second down and 3. Ooh, they're going to go with another run. Oakland was ready for it, drives him back to the 49-yard line. And instead of third and short, it is second and long. That is a huge loss. Third down and 9 to be specific. Dropping back, Palmer looks, fires deep down the field. It's intercepted. Oh, boy. Those throws so rarely work, and it's the man they highlighted at the beginning of the game. Rod Woodson with his first interception of the season. Palmer threw that, and it looked like he was looking for Hines Ward. But the defense was there, and the good starting field position is an arm punt. Oh boy, this is going to be a 0-0 tie, huh? Oakland already has a tie, by the way. That's why their record looks a little weird. Oakland and Tennessee, I believe, are the two teams that have ties. There's a throw over the middle. Has some room to work and gets a fresh set of downs for Ramsey and the Raiders. Winding down to 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. That might have been the first down between these two teams. We're going to go with a run left side. A nice gain before he's knocked down past the 35. We'll call it right at the 35. 3 and out interception. Second down and 6. Drops back and finds a receiver. I'm not sure if that was a dive or a stumble. Either way, it's a reception. I believe that is Curtis Martin out of the backfield. Nice job adjusting to the ball, going out and getting it. And it's another first down for the Raiders. Good start to their second drive as they approach midfield. First and 10. Under center, drops back. Fires near side, it's caught. Hit as the reception is made right at the 50.
He gained 3 yards.
Second down and 7. Takes the snap from under center, rolls to the far sideline. He had a hard time getting out of the pocket, like kind of ran into his own blocker there, and might have actually helped a bit because it looked like he was about to roll into the pressure or the defender that had gotten off the block. And instead, he's able to find a nice reception there in the middle of the defense, or in some space in some defense, and it's 1st and 10. One more play before the end of the first quarter. We'll take the snap from the shotgun, or he'll take the snap from the shotgun. Fires outside. It is caught. And that will bring us to the close of quarter number 1. Raiders with the best looking drive of the day. It's not a hard bar to clear, but they're doing it. And a 0-0 game here in NFL Fever 2004. Part of Random Rosters here on youtube.com/Seannosaurus Rex. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video. As we look at some stats. 10 total yards of offense for the Browns. Yikes. Raiders had 11 yards on that first down reception on the first play of this drive. Second down and 5. Ramsey finds a wide open receiver. He's able to slip out of the first tackle. And that's a nice reception. Nice job by Ramsey standing in there, letting the defense get to him. Taking the hit and getting the completion. If he puts the ball on him a little bit better. Could have been a bigger gain, but I think you like what you have there. It's a 1st and 10 conversion. You have a field goal attempt in your back pocket. From under center. Drops and fires over the middle. Rushed the throw a little bit. Somehow it felt like he was too early and too late on that release. If he's even later with it, it probably puts the ball in harm's way. But the receiver wasn't ready for it, so that would make him too early. But he kind of had good timing. I don't know. The whole play was weird. That is a dangerous pass. Somehow gets it right past the defender that was in the area. And it's a nice catch. 3rd down and 6 inside the 20. Got to be careful with the football here. Cannot throw away an opportunity for points. Steps back, fires, finds a receiver. And this long, grinding drive continues. I think if you're the offense, you like this. You're getting first downs, but you're not getting them by a ton. You're in a rhythm, keeping this defense on the field. They're going to go with a run. Tries to find some room on off the right side, but nothing doing there. 2nd and 10 from the 9. Or 2nd and goal, excuse me, from the 9. 2nd and 10 from the 9, huh? Those numbers don't make sense. 2nd and goal from the shotgun. Looking, fires, near side, caught for the touchdown. Curtis Martin, 3rd reception of the day. And that one goes for a touchdown. 31 yards, averaging 10.3 yards a catch. Oakland 6, Cleveland 0, extra point pending. A lot of passes down the field, only a couple of runs. I think you'd like to see the run game spliced in a little bit more. Curtis Martin's a good running back. At the very least, I don't know how he'd rank all time or whatever, but he's at least a name that I recognize from this era. Whereas, like, how many of you are calling out Peyton Hillis from about, I don't know, 8 years in the future? Peyton Hillis, a Madden cover star that I would guess if you asked most people if they could name Madden cover stars, he would be the #1 forgotten cover star of Madden cover stars. From the tippy top of the W, #2 might actually be John Madden himself. That's a terrible run back as he's not even able to get back to the 20 and looked like he got tackled by the kicker, so double embarrassment. You can't be running it back that far and get tackled by the kicker. So the Raiders a good opportunity here on the defensive side. Because usually this game gives them about, I don't know, 25 to 30. But if you're kicking it deep, then that's where it starts to get kind of funky. We're going to go empty set. Last play was an interception for this Browns offense. Fires and finds Williams. Left it a little short, so he had to come back and get it. Should have been a 3-yard gain with maybe a little bit of a run after the catch. Instead, they'll give him none. 2nd and 10. Float pass over the middle. Finds a receiver. That's a nice gain. About half of what they need. I guess you could say 3rd down and reasonable. They'll work with a hurry-up offense, which feels dangerous considering how tired your defense must be. That's a really nice throw. Those patterns are beating these defenses a little. It looked like it's an in and then out toward the sideline. It's a great throw there by Carson Palmer. And they really needed that 3rd down conversion. This Raiders team offensively worked the ball down the field with a long, grinding drive. You can't have a 3 and out where you're working with hurry-up pace. 1st and 10, takes the snap before the 2-minute warning. Scanning the field, finds a receiver into Raiders territory, and it's the 2-minute warning. Palmer does a nice job letting that route kind of keep going to have the receiver get just enough away from the defender. And it's 1st and 10 from the 42.
Can't hurt this, I'm a machine!
Palmer with a drop back, stands and fires. Over the middle has a receiver. That'll go for about 11. 1st and 10 from around the 30-yard line. Another nice find. Nice job by the offensive line and the blockers who stayed into the backfield to give them time to find that receiver. These Cleveland receivers are having a little more luck getting away from the Raiders defenders. And Palmer's doing a nice job staying in the pocket to allow that to happen. There's a throw over the middle. Incomplete. Receiver wasn't even really looking for the ball.
Get after it!
Saw that same thing on the last Raiders drive as well. Second down and 10. Palmer drops back. Float pass. It's one hand intercepted. It's a terrible throw into at least triple coverage. Jay Bellamy comes away with the reception or the interception. Looks like a Seattle Seahawk. Man, that is a bad throw from Carson Palmer. And it stops the drive in its tracks at the 29-yard line. Raiders with an opportunity here to double dip on points. As they will get the ball first in the second half. Short pass up past the 35 is completed.
Let's jump all over him.
Second down and 4. From the shotgun, takes the snap, fires toward the outside. The catch is made and the defender takes him down immediately. 1st and 10. Clock is moving, under 45 seconds now. Oakland doesn't need to run with a ton of pace. They still have a ways to go. Probably need another 35 yards for a field goal. That is a beautiful find in between 3 Cleveland defenders. I can't believe he found that throw. That is a throw that it feels the game gives the defense 9 times out of 10. Maybe more than that. Wow. Anybody take a timeout? We still working? No. My goodness, they're taking a field goal. This is... Oh my... They have timeouts? Do they not have timeouts? Well, they're going to wind it down to the final seconds. This is a 56-yard field goal. The kick is up, and it's good! David Akers from 56. Oh my gosh.
Great leg.
What? The lefty puts the leg into it, and it is 10-0 Cleveland. All 10 points coming off of Browns turnovers.
That's the end of the half.
See if Cleveland can get anything going offensively. The Raiders, I believe, get the ball first here in the second half, so that is good news for them. 10-0 Oakland here on youtube.com/SeannosaurusRex2. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already.
Time.
More football later tonight, and we'll wrap up Week 6 tomorrow. As this kick is short, the bottom of the W. And a nice run back by number 81. Fights a defender off, and he is running. He makes a second defender miss before he's finally taken down.
That's exactly how
They just had to keep sending guys there, and finally someone got to him. It is all going the Raiders' way here. A stiff arm there. 24 can't get him. Finally tackled from behind. It's going to be fantastic field position for the Raiders, who already lead by 2 scores. We crack into a fresh Baja. Throws to the outside, caught. And just like that, 1st and 10 inside of Browns territory. Huh. Did that Gadgetpon come with the Minecraft house or no? Yeah, cat. Popping off in Minecraft over there. There's Gadgetpon machine. There's a cat. Everybody's having a good time. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Takes the snap from under center, fires over the middle. Nice job going up and getting that ball with the hands. Coming down and getting a fresh set of downs.
Great job, guys. Now don't screw up.
And he pushed off one of these Cleveland defenders as well. It is taking a lot of tacklers for Cleveland to get these Raiders down. So it is again 1st and 10 inside the 35. Thrash. Highlight player there as they break the huddle. Under center with a split back formation. Going with a run. Finds a little room off the right side and picks up a good gain on 1st down. 2nd down and 6. I think you'd take 4 yards. That's fine. Second and 6 from the single back set. Drops back and rolls to the near sideline. He's going to tuck and run. He'll get tackled past the line to gain. Like he got down to the 21-yard line. And it's a 1st and 10 for Oakland. Get a little nervous when they start to roll out, the quarterbacks do, because they're not all super athletic. Sometimes they'll throw interceptions. Sometimes it's pretty crazy completions. I feel like we don't see a ton of scrambling. Usually they tend to roll into pressure. It was one of the few times that it was like free and clear for the quarterbacks to go up the field. But Ramsey has them well within scoring position again. Scoring range, I think, is how they use that in football terms. I'm stuck a little baseball. It's a touchdown, as I can't figure out the words. Curtis Martin's 2nd touchdown of the game, is 1st on the ground. He has 2 attempts for 20 yards, and I believe they had that from the 21-yard line, so he didn't have any yards until that. A really nice run. So Martin into the end zone and doing what I thought the Raiders should have done, which is mix in the run game a little bit more, and they are rewarded immediately with a touchdown. That other green, so it's the long run for the touchdown. The quarterback scramble, it was a fullback run before that. 16-0. Kick is up, kick is good. To make it 17-0.
The score, Raiders 17, Browns 0.
Here comes the kick. Oh boy, they're going to take it really deep in the end zone here. That's the top of the end. Okay, nice block there. Couldn't slip the defender to pick up a few extra yards. It would really be beneficial to Cleveland if they would just take a knee in the end zone. So 1st and 10 for Cleveland from the 21-yard line. 2.5 to go here in the third quarter. The throw is tipped. Looks like actually it might have been off the hands of the intended target, Ricky Williams. Good news for Carson Palmer is the fact that it just falls harmlessly to the turf. You don't see a lot of tip picks or tip interceptions, though we did see one in a previous game. As that throw is caught out by the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for Cleveland. They've driven a couple of times, but a bad Carson Palmer throw has ended a couple of drives for Cleveland in scoring range. First and 10. Feels like a must-score situation. I think Cleveland needs a touchdown here, just to put a little more pressure on the Raiders. And a little less pressure on themselves offensively as the play action throw is toward the sideline. I think the camera kind of dipped a little bit. It looked like a Raider was right in the way. And that's another, it's another poor decision by Carson Palmer, who's throwing it into harm's way far too frequently. At least if you get a touchdown and make it 10, you put a little more pressure on Oakland, and you relieve a little bit of pressure on yourselves offensively, not having to get back-to-back touchdown drives. You can mix in a field goal, but I think you would want to do that second or third. Throw near. Oh my goodness. Another throw nearly picked off.
Think!
Third down and 10. 2 incompletions for Palmer in this over the last 2 throws. Both of them have hit the hands of the Raiders defenders.
You know I'm gonna get my revenge.
What they can draw up here. Stands in the pocket, fires, tries to get it in there. I think he's a little late on that one. Receiver does a nice job at least making an effort to go get the ball, but just too much silver and black in the way instead of brown and orange.
Back.
4th and 10 for Sauerburn. And the kick is away successfully. A fair catch inside the 20.
That's a fair catch by James.
And he is going to find some room, gets held up just a little bit, and that's enough to bring some more Cleveland defenders into the area to take him down, but not before he gets a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 coming up for the Raiders. Really nice run there by Curtis Martin. I talked about how they probably should put him in the game a little bit more, make him a little more of a featured piece of this offense. They've been rewarded over the last couple of runs. First and 10 from the 30.
In.
Dropping back and firing. Finds a receiver before he gets hit by Randall Godfrey. He'll pick up his 5th tackle of the day and make sure that he only gains 6 on the throw. Second down and 4. There's a throw over the middle. Nice catch. Ramsey 17 for 20, 145 yards and a touchdown. And working with a 3-score lead as we approach the end of the 3rd quarter. 20 seconds remain here. Takes the snap and drops back. Oh, fires it. It's going to be behind the line of scrimmage. It's kind of the first mistake throw he makes, but it's actually kind of a good one because he doesn't get sacked. It's still 17-0. Oakland all over Cleveland here through 3. It's NFL Fever 2004 here on youtube.com/Seannosaurus Rex 2. We've seen it get real bad. The quarterback's thrown it behind the line of scrimmage, and it hits the backside of the intended target, the running back, and it's a fumble, and it's just a disaster. There's a throw to nobody. Incomplete pass. 3rd down and 11. Cleveland defense could probably use a big play. Though they did throw away the last opportunity they had with good field position. Ramsey heaving it deep down the field. He has a reception. Oh my goodness. The Cleveland Browns can't buy a reception like that. And here's Ramsey throwing it in like the perfect spot. And it is 1st and 10 inside the red zone, as the Raiders look to put the final nails in the coffin of the Cleveland Browns. Ramsey takes the snap, fires near side, missed the receiver. Incomplete. Second down and 10. Ramsey from the shotgun throws over the middle, finds a receiver for a short gain.
Pass complete to Frank. He gained 4 yards.
Third down and 6. Pitches, near sideline, tackle, no gain.
Number 28 was the rusher. There was no gain.
It'll be 4th down and 6. Cleveland's defense finally bends but doesn't break. As Akers boots this one through, it's up and good. 82 yards in 10 plays. A big chunk play on that pass. All of it leads to 3 points. Now makes it a 3-score or 3-touchdown game.
It's game time.
It looked like it looked like the Browns defense was maybe going to get off the field. They had forced a couple incompletions. Ramsey's been so good today. And then they give up a big 3rd down conversion. And a bad run back again. again. This one not because of the depth, but just he ran like right into that blocker, but never decided which way he was going to go. He needed to go to the left. 26 got there with no problem. It's Woodson. Kicker for the Raiders, David Akers, has been a weapon for them. Obviously, the 2 field goals, one of them from 56. But with the fact that when this game so regularly starts offenses between the 26 and the 36 yard line, and they're able to take advantage of the fact that no matter how deep that kick goes into the end zone, the Raiders are, the Browns, excuse me, are returning it. So instead of a 30-yard return that puts them at the 30, it's a 30-yard return that puts them at the 22. Working with a little bit of no huddle action here. The Browns finding some completed passes. Let's feel a little too late. Fires to the... That's a nice tackle by the Raiders defense. Make sure that they don't pick up the first down. It is in fact 3rd and 3, and they'll stuff them after a gain of a yard and a half. And they're going to punt. So they worked with, it's a wobbler. Checks up, and it will drop beautifully inside the 5. Wow. It's a great punt. It's on the 1. The Raiders will run it from inside their own end zone. They'll get it out near the 6-yard line. And we will hit the 2-minute warning. It is 20-0. All Oakland in this one, and really showing why the Browns, excuse me, are 1-4. Honestly, a little surprising that they have picked up a win. From the shotgun, throws, and it's nearly intercepted. That's the kind of swing Cleveland needs. We've watched this Raiders offense on the field a lot. Obviously, right now it's far too little, too late, and there's no reason there's no reason Oakland should be throwing the ball now, but this game doesn't care. It does not give a hoot. Third down and 6. Finds a receiver out past the 20. Ramsey 21 of 27, 206 yards and the touchdown pass. The other touchdown was a Curtis Martin run. They tacked on a couple of field goals as he throws off his back foot. You don't love it, but hey, it worked that time. So it's a fresh set of downs. Clock is stopped at 1:46. Ramsey takes the snap, fires, and finds a receiver again. Somehow getting it over the top of the defenders, which this game does not do. It really gives the benefit to the leaping and swatting abilities of the defenders. Minute and 37 seconds to go. It's 1st and 10. They're going to go with a run right up the middle. Oh my goodness, he breaks free of the Cleveland defenders and just gets tackled from behind. The last opportunity there before it was a house call. And another timeout taken. Cleveland, or Oakland somehow, Oakland for some reason is taking timeouts here, but punted when they shouldn't have. Oh, Cleveland, yeah, no, I said that right. Okay, I confused myself, then I looked at the wrong side. We're all good. 1st and 10. I formation with a run. Tries to find some room up the middle. Cleveland still can't get him taken down. It makes sense when you see that time of possession so imbalanced in favor of Oakland. It means that this Cleveland defense has got to be exhausted. I formation again. Looks like Oakland is going to go ahead and work this clock down, which you like to see. And they don't even need to run another play. They ran it right at 40 seconds, so he's running away from the defenders. He goes out of bounds. So they do actually need to run one more play. I didn't think they were going to need to.
It's a disgrace.
$35 seconds to go. Should just be, it is the victory formation. 1st and 10. That will do it. The final seconds will tick away. It is a 20-0 victory for the Oakland Raiders. They came in, they got what they needed to get done. The AFC North is kind of a mess in a bad way. The AFC West is kind of a mess in a fun way. Three, 2, 1 extra second for 1, and 0. It is weird that they do that because you can see the play clock run like 2 down.
Final score, Raiders 20.
Well, that'll do it. Oakland 20, Cleveland nothing. And that is your Sunday afternoon game here on youtube.com/Seannosaurus Rex 2. We take a look at the Wilson game ball recipient. It is Curtis Martin, 8 attempts for 64 yards, a perfect 8-yard average. 2 touchdowns, including 1 receiving touchdown. We'll be back tonight at 5:15 p.m. Pacific time for 49ers and the Seahawks. Your Sunday night football game will wrap up tomorrow. Panthers taking on the Colts at 5:15 p.m. Pacific. We'll check back on Thursday for Thursday night football to kick off Week 7. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like the video.